My topic is going to be over marriage and how it is overrated. While I do not believe this is true, I think it is very interesting to hear the perspective of a person that is against what I believe. So here I go. One of the reasons why weddings are overrated is the fact that it can be restricting. Oftentimes, men are referred to as being chained down or not being able to leave. That is true because there's a lot of things to do after you get married. For one thing, it is suggested that you are around your wife most of the time or spouse. This is true, but there are often times when a little time away will do wonders for the marriage. However, most relationships don't do that. Most relationships end up with, or marriages end up with one of the people that are married being restricted and not having time to go out with friends, time to do what they want to do, just working and coming home. This can result in a number of things, obviously. Another thing is that marriage is not for everyone. There have been people that have been happier while they're not married, but they have been together for a long time. It is confusing to some people, but the people that are dating for a long time but not married say that it's fine how it is. Why would we change it into something that, a commitment that could ruin it? We've been going good for a long time, so why end it like that? Another thing is that if the marriage does not work out, it can end up being a very costly experience. First of all, you have the child support that you would probably have to pay. Uh, it is it is supposed to make up for you know, a single parent raising the kid, whoever has custody. And then you have the divorce, which can get really expensive. Of course, you have to file a lawyer. You have to split up the stuff. You have to pay fines for all the court time, and it's just a lot of mess that can be avoided by not getting married in the first place, or or just taking it seriously and slow. Also, another thing that can happen is the kids will get affected negatively. The kids could be conceived before or after the wedding, but people often rush into weddings and not they don't think about the consequences. They think, okay, I'm getting divorced, so it's only gonna affect me. But in real life, it'll affect your kids more than it'll affect you. Kids without parents often face kids with only one parent often face harder times, just an overall worse childhood than kids with two. And they are often challenged by things that shouldn't be there or shouldn't be challenged. Um, Kids like that often have serious abandonment issues, and oftentimes they find themselves to blame for when a parent left the other parent. Another thing is that people often rush into weddings. Um, it's sort of like how people say "I love you" too much. It is thrown around like nothing by our generation, and it should be said more thoughtfully. But it doesn't mean if if you're in love with someone, it doesn't mean that getting married is the next step. You should try things like moving in with each other, waiting a little bit longer. Oftentimes, people will try to move in with each other and they will find out that they can't live together. And if they're around each other that much, then it's not going to work out eventually. Uh, and another thing is that people that are married aren't necessarily happy. Oftentimes, they are found more depressed than someone that is lonely or equally. So those are my reasons why I believe marriage is overrated.